Clippers for a second time this season. ESPN now reporting LeBron may be forced to miss upcoming games after re-aggravating a groin issue during a collision with Patrick Beverley in the first quarter. You might remember LeBron missed 27 games last season after also straining his groin, ironically, also on Christmas. Chris Haynes is back with us. Chris, do you expect LeBron to miss games this time around?
Well, I know the Lakers are going to err on the side of caution. It hasn't been decided yet if he's going to sit out any games. The good thing is they're off today. They don't play again until Saturday in Portland. But that is the first day of a back-to-back. They got the Dallas Mavericks at home that Sunday. I will say this. I saw people saying he limped. I didn't see a real noticeable limp when he walked out the locker room. You know, he was in good spirits. In fact, I was on a FaceTime call, you know, with my mom, you know, in the hallway. He came by and spoke to my mom, and he went, you know, and walked off. And
great guy. That's what great guys do.
He's a great guy. He's a good dude. But I didn't see anything really that noticeable. I know he's in pain, but no, look, at this stage of his career, and he missed a couple games already. At this stage of career, it's just due process for the Lakers just to take care of him, make sure he sits. I would expect, you know, if he misses both of those back-to-backs, I would be surprised, but I probably would expect him to miss at least one of those.
I agree. And I think the thing is, moving forward, the back-to-backs are going to be null and void. There should be. But it's hard for him because, like you said, I'm in year 17. I don't know how many more years I got. And when basketball, you know, there ain't no, you know, it's not like golf. You can go to the senior tour, Skip, and still play, get you a couple rounds in with the guys, and it means something, get the competition. But in pro basketball, pro football, once it's over, it's over. And so you cherish the time that you have an opportunity to play. Look, I don't want to make excuses for LeBron. They lost last night. They got tracked down. And LeBron and AD can't let that happen on their watch. He didn't look explosive to me. Now, I don't want to say that's the reason why they lost the game, Skip. Because I still, even though I believe he was hampered, AD's enough. AD's plenty. With a 15-point lead, if you just dump it down to him, AD got to deliver 1 out of 2 times every time you go to him. And they got to feed him, and they got to make him come double, triple him. That's plenty enough. But moving forward, I'm going to be shocked if he plays both games. All things being equal, I probably think he'll probably skip to Portland, play at home against the Mavericks. That's the way I see it going on, and they're going to take this thing, Skip, day by day. TBD. That's how we going to do the thing. TBD.
Well, you'll advise, right? You'll be...
I might chime in. I might chime in. Who knows? We might have spoken already.
So, using your logic, Dak Prescott actually did not look right to me for the whole game at Philadelphia on Sunday, but that's not the reason they lost. He just didn't look right. He did not look right, but that's not the reason.
But Skip,
so I'm not making excuses for Dak, but he did not look right. Okay? That's what you just told me.
Let me ask you a question. How did he look against New Orleans?
He looked good. He had a 77 QBR.
They called the L.
Yeah.
10 points. Okay. Well, Skip, stop. You know the man average.
Football is a 22-man game versus basketball is a 5-man game, and a lot of times it's a 1-man game because one guy can just take it over.
Even you were saying he's playing better than you thought.
Absolutely.
He's looking more explosible than you thought, and last night he looked grounded.
Okay. I didn't say that. You added that on. No words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
No. You said he looks explosive, and I said last night he looked grounded.
I
said that.
Okay.
I said that.
You trying to put those words in my mouth.
No.
Don't put those words in my mouth.
Oh, but you were just,
Keep that out my mouth. Now, back to LeBron. Here's what I would tell him to do. I would say take a week off. I don't know how many games they play next week, but take 3 or 4 off. He was hell-bent.
3 or 4 weeks or 3 or 4 games?
Games.
Oh, okay.
Games, not 3 or 4 games. 3 or 4 games. Listen to this.
Okay.
He is in year 17. He's about to turn 35 years of age, which is not too old. It's just when you look at the mileage on a 35-year-old body, it's extraordinary. He's up to the 3rd most minutes played in the history of this game. It's too many to be playing back-to-backs in year 17. So he was hell-bent, playing every game. And why was it? Because that guy who lives in the basement at Staples Center dropped a commercial on opening night that threw down the gauntlet to him. I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard. Excuse me. The New Balance commercial. Here, go ahead and make your joke.
I ain't gonna make no joke. I ain't gonna say that. He know what they are.
Yeah, okay. The hospital shoes. Okay, I'll make it for you.
You had them all. You wore
You know what? I like them. And I might wear them again. I'm a Jordan man, but I just might wear them just for you. Just to spite you.
Jordan gonna ban you. If you wear those shoes again, Jordan say, I'm out.
Kawhi Leonard dared to drop a commercial on opening night during the game, which he then proceeded to back up on the floor. That took guts, man, because it's hard to go up against LeBron and AD and it's Laker Nation and they own Los Angeles. And they dared to call it Kawhi Town. So how could LeBron fire back? He's a little threatened by him. How could he fire back? I don't load manage. If I'm healthy, I play. So he was hell-bent to play every game in October and November and December. And it was a suicide basketball mission. I'm not big suicide, but I told you he's playing a dangerous game. So now he's got this little injury and that. Yeah, he does, because he is human. He's the most durable superstar I have ever witnessed in any sport I've ever covered. But at some point in year 17, things are going to start to pull or go or be bruised or banged up, and you can't do it anymore. So you need to at least take the back-to-back. I think you should take both of them off. You pointed toward the second game with the Clippers. You said, I'm going to play all the way up to that game, and we're going to make a statement. And they did for about 2.5 quarters, and then that happened. So it's time to back off and regroup and try to play smart. He hasn't played smart all
LeBron dropped
year.
a commercial last night. You see it, I promise?
Yeah.
And both of them dropped, one of them dropped a commercial to help kids walk. Kawhi
Okay.
with them New Balances, them orthopedics. And LeBron.
Finally, we got the joke.
And LeBron dropped a commercial about, I promise, underprivileged kids and how he going to help you get a way out through education.
Okay, way to go.
Nah.
He's the greatest off the court. On the court, I don't know.
Don't do that, Skip.
Because he missed another clutch free throw. You got to make your free throws late in the game.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But you said LeBron should take off about a week.
Yeah.
So basically, you acknowledge that LeBron is hurt.
No, I'm just saying he's banged up. He's been on a grind for the first, how many games have we played? I don't know. I'm
31.
31 games.
He's missed one.
Okay. So he deserves to miss one. He should have missed 4 out of the first 31. They should be very careful with him. Because all that really, Kawhi was right after the game. He said, we're not trying to win the championship of Los Angeles. Nobody cares about that. They care about May and they care about June.
You do. Because all you been talking about, he laid down the gauntlet twice. They played 2 times in his house and he laid down the gauntlet. So you clearly.
Statement.
And then, hold on.
Yeah.
Nobody care about no statements in L.A.
Slowly but surely, you take over another team's psyche. And when it comes time to play a playoff series, the one team that thought it was the best team is like, I don't know. I just don't know if we can deal with
Chris,
these
right
guys.
Now, right now, you remember the movie Misery. Right now, we got them in the basement. We went on the road, long 12 out of 15 games. We was on the road, and they've been coming up to the top floor looking, snooping around. So we see now that they have been looking around, snooping around in the main level. We going to hobble them. We going to do something bad to them. We got them twice again.
I think they
day coming.
They just broke your leg.
January 28th. I would say this to add context to LeBron trying to play as many games as he possibly can. Look, he looks at those career marks.
Sure.
The points, the rebounds, the assists. Those are really important to him. And I wouldn't say those are selfish marks, but those just when you're looking at history, when you look at context, you add that.
Legacy.
Yeah, his legacy. It all adds to that.
I got it. But in the end, all that should matter is the NBA Finals. He is 3-6 in the NBA Finals, and it feels like he's given up that part.
He ain't giving up that.
Yeah. Like, I can't do that anymore.
No, I ain't giving up that. That's why he going to get him a couple of more rings and be 40, 10, and 10. 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. We're going to put it out there. Nobody ever going to get it.
I know, but it's all about catching that ghost in Chicago.
We done passed him. We done passed him.
Yeah, all that matters, you passed him?
Yep.
How? Statistically, stat-paddingly? That's how you
Snap past me, whatever. We already know one guy ain't going to catch us.
Yeah.
We on kick the.
You know
Chris,
what?
I don't believe you. Can you be considered the best player if you play a quarter of the time? How you be the best worker? You're not gonna get no worker of the month award if you only show up 10 days a week.
What if they are the days?
I don't care what days they are. How you gonna work part-time until my heel? Well, he a good guy, but if I could just get him to work, that's what my boss used to say about me, Chris. He said, that little fella right there, if I could just get him to work, he's a heck of a worker when he want to work.
Well, it's amazing you stay employed.
Yeah, exactly.
Great points.
The days.
That's okay.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We are not finished with